I wanted to point out something on this site as you're perusing through the site, and you notice an annoying spinning wheel. And I apologize if it may give some people motion sickness or whatnot, and please scroll past it. But I'm not allowing people to click it to turn it off or to hover over it to turn it on, because it's always churning interest. It's a representation of what's happening in this process. One of the main reasons, one of the big indicators of why this system works is because it's constantly never stopping to accumulate interest. That's aside from the annual dividends that this company or these companies haven't stopped to pay in over 150 years. But this constant interest being generated is something where you don't have to worry what the stock market or the economy or wars or pandemics or anything does, because when your money is saved, is stored, is warehoused in this insurance vehicle, right? Insurance companies manage billions of dollars just like banks, but they do so much of a better job of giving you, the owner, the consumer, the people, what we need, which is help to get ahead. We're always faced with a headwind, right? Rising interest rates, different things happening in the economies, more expenses. Who knows? We're always going to have the need for finances and more as we go through life and with our kids and so forth. So when this wheel is constantly turning, it's just a reminder showing you that if we have this always giving us a tailwind, right? Something helping push the value of our money ahead, we can combat things like inflation, like interest being charged on loans, on car loans, our mortgages, anything else. There's a million examples of why we need help with extra finances, So let me give you a quick example. If you were financing your car, for example, and you were making payments on your vehicle, those payments 9 times out of 10, even if you think you received it as a zero interest rate, it's always built into the price of the car. Even if you received a discount, don't fool yourself. So by the time you pay off that vehicle, you've lost thousands of dollars, haven't you? That's all gone to someone else's bank, thus someone else's business, another lender, right? It's gone forever, permanently, never to be grown for you or your family again, or you can never access that money again. Would that be fair to say? So this is scenario number 2. You have your savings. You've been putting away a little bit for a couple of years now. You have savings in your high cash value, dividend paying, whole life insurance policy, and you access a loan. No questions, no hoops to jump through, no credit checks, no employment, no verification. You just access a loan from your system and you pay off the car in full. Now, the payments that you were already going to make to finance the car through a lender, you're just going to make those exact same payments back to your own saving system, so you're the one who collects and accumulates the money. So at the end of the term, or even in the middle of the term or the beginning of the term, because it's always generating interest, you've now collected interest plus the payments, and you end up with the car. The first scenario, you just end up with the car, but you don't get the interest or the payments. You've lost on the interest, haven't you? And you may be thinking on the second scenario of borrowing from your own system, what about the interest that's charged there? Now, don't forget that you're going to be earning interest within your policy, so that offsets the loan to borrow the money against your capital. So every single year, your savings becomes more and more efficient because this constant churning of interest, it becomes more and more, you receive more and more interest, so that it actually pays you more interest than what you're borrowing from the loan. So you always get ahead. You're always getting a tailwind helping you to beat all of the expenses that you have and allowing you to get further and further ahead each time you're using your own self-finance system. So I hope that clears things up to why this wheel is constantly churning. And to your success, I encourage you, I motivate you to look into this process a little bit more to see how well it can help you and your family get ahead.